Welcome to the Loaded Cannon, and I'm not used to doing this season. I'm not used to speaking after defeats, and man, that was just so poor. Honestly, I throughout the first half, I was watching it and I was thinking, okay, look, we're not clicking offensively. Sometimes that happens, and I thought there'd be a reaction in the second half, but at least I thought to myself, defensively, there's a plan. And you could see that Arsenal were keeping a high line, but it was a very, very disciplined line. And we were doing very well. And even Martin Keown, actually, I thought Arsenal might come under some criticism, but him, obviously being a defender, saw the fact that Arsenal's line was perfect. And when there's marginal offside calls and a team concedes goals, often fans can get distracted, I feel, by the fact that, VAR's had to intervene, and fans can be a little bit critical about the fact that, the team's got lucky and they've benefited from VAR. Well, actually, no. If your defensive line is solid and you do it properly, VAR is actually your insurance policy. And since VAR has come in, a lot of teams have actually said, well, now there's even more reason to play the offside trap, because even if the referee gets it wrong and allows it to go on, unlike before VAR, there's now this insurance policy where the goal won't stand because it will get checked. So actually, you can't get unfairly punished when you're having that high line and trying to keep your offside trap ticking throughout the game. And if you're good at it, you should do it, basically. So that, I thought, yep, fine, fair enough. I was happy in the first half because I thought, you know what, it's good defending. But what we didn't do, we didn't learn from the fact that as much as it's good defending, it was still making PSV dangerous, and it seemed to be giving them confidence in the game. I was hoping that in the second half we'd see something different from Arsenal, but it was awful. Second half was much, much worse. Never mind sort of tweaking what you could say is a good defensive performance in the first half, but a poor attacking performance. Second half, we were clueless, absolutely clueless. The defending for the goals that we conceded was absolutely awful. And Arteta, somewhat ruthless in his substitutions, but even that made no difference. We were really, really poor. Saka, it was not his day. Nketiah, an amazing chance around the 80th minute mark, straight at the goalkeeper. You've got to do better than that. You've absolutely got to do better than that. Even in the previous game, had a chance, hit it wide. This game, had a chance, straight at the keeper. And man, Jesus, Xhaka, yellow cards, it was just a really, really bad day at the office. Ramsdale for the second goal that PSV scored today. I mean, that was awful, absolutely awful. We haven't seen Arsenal defend that badly with such rookie mistakes, and we haven't seen Ramsdale do that. And what's ironic about that is that actually I was very curious about what starting lineup Mikel Arteta would go with today, because on one hand we've got Nottingham Forest, bottom of the league, at home on the weekend, but it's an away game, and do you want everyone to travel with fatigue and all of that sort of stuff? And then also you have to look at the next Europa League day, that's Zurich, and then followed by Chelsea. And when I saw the lineup, I thought, you know what, fine. He's done the right thing here. He's trying to get it all wrapped up on this occasion. And that means we've got a clear run at that Chelsea game. If we just get a draw tonight, then, we can rest everyone against Zurich and be fully prepared for that Chelsea game. And Chelsea obviously wrapped up qualification from their Champions League group with a very good away win. Unfortunately, Arsenal couldn't follow. And never mind the win, all we needed was a draw, and we were hopeless. And now look, let me know in the comments below, given our last four results, 1-0 victory, 1-0 victory, 1-1 draw, now a 2-0 loss, is it time for Arsenal fans to start thinking maybe we should be a little bit concerned? Because look, we had a brilliant start to the season, absolutely. We're still top of the league, we're still top of the Europa League group, but it feels very different right now. The level of confidence that I have when Arsenal take to the pitch isn't the same as what it was, a few weeks ago. And it just hasn't clicked. We're really struggling for goals, we're struggling to create good opportunities. We don't seem to have as much control over games anymore. I feel like we've lost some of our fear factor and our rhythm. So let me know in the comments below, are you now a little bit concerned about Arsenal's form? Or do you just think, look, this is just a temporary blip? For me, even our next two games, Forest and Zurich, because of the level of opposition, Forest obviously struggling in the league, even though they just got an amazing result against Liverpool. I feel like that's not going to be enough for me if we go and win those games, unless we win them in style and comfortably to bring that confidence back. It's really that Chelsea game now. I need Arsenal to give me that confidence back to go and put in a really good performance against Nottingham Forest, against Zurich, depending on the team, to be honest with you. If we go and rest players, then fine, I'm not going to judge that performance, but certainly Nottingham Forest, we need to bounce back from this very, very poor performance with a proper, strong performance against Nottingham Forest, because this was awful. And in answer to my own question, I am concerned. I really am concerned now because, you know, with such a good start to the season, many people predicted, after Christmas, Arsenal will derail, and when the fixture congestion gets big after the World Cup, Arsenal will crumble. And I hope we're not doing that already. There's no reason why that should be happening right now. It's not like our squad is massively stretched at the moment. It's not like we've had loads of injuries or suspensions. So, you know, now Mikel Arteta needs to find a way to reinvigorate this team in what is certainly now, even if you're not concerned, I think we can all agree it's a bit of a blip in our season. And you know, I didn't complain. The first 1-0 win that we got, where, you know, we weren't playing brilliantly, some fans criticised that victory. I celebrated it. I was very happy. I thought we showed resolve and real tenacious side to our game to be resolute and grind out the win. So I don't mind not always playing well and getting the result, because that's just part of what makes a good team. And I'm not saying we're going to win the title. I'm not even going to say that we're going to be realistic challengers, but I wanted us to challenge for as long as possible, given the start that we had. And that's what a team that wants to do that wants to challenge, needs to do. But now we need to see a performance. As far as I'm concerned, we need to see a performance and get some of that confidence back, get some of that swagger back. Jesus, he hasn't scored since the 1st of October against Tottenham. And, you know, I was looking at this when he came off the bench as an opportunity for him. Try and get, you know, your name on the score sheet again, get a return to that confidence. I don't know whether it's the manager, whether it's the players, what exactly is going on right now at Arsenal, but it's just not clicking. And now it's annoying because we've got pressure to get a result in that Zurich game to make sure we get top spot. And like I've said in my 5 at 5, so watch out for 5 at 5 tomorrow as well. Like I've said before, we have to finish top. Otherwise, we might end up having to play a whole extra round of games in the Europa League against the teams that drop out the Champions League. And there's going to be some seriously strong teams that drop out the Champions League. I do not want to take that risk. Anyway, let me know your comments below. Let me know if you're concerned about Arsenal's current form. And hopefully I'll see you after Forest with a lot more positivity after hopefully 3 points and a good performance. Take care.